Our top story today, a police officer directing traffic gets hit by a car, killing him.
Captain Daniel Stiles had been a police officer for nearly 20 years. The Uniontown police officer leaves behind a wife and 2 young children.
Today, he was directing traffic on State Route 619 at the intersection of Edison Street and Kaufman Avenue when investigators say he was struck. News Channel 5's Paul Kiska has been covering this story all day long, and he's live in Uniontown right now with the latest for us. Paul?
Well, Captain Stiles was indeed a decorated police officer about to get a big promotion, a husband and proud father of 2 young grade school children. But today he was killed in the line of duty trying to protect others from the very thing that took his life.
But we were grooming him to be our next chief.
Retiring Uniontown Police Chief Jack Coon says Captain Daniel Stiles was going to become the next police chief of Uniontown.
He's a friend. But he knew his job, he did it well, and he was a humanitarian.
The Ohio State Highway Patrol says Captain Stiles was directing traffic in front of Lake High School at 8 a.m. when a 39-year-old woman picking up her ill child from school hit Stiles. Investigators say the woman, Sandra Boyes, said she never saw him on the road and that sun glare was a contributing factor. But traffic always backs up on Route 619 before and after school, troopers say.
Usually from about 7:45 in the morning until about 8 in the morning for about a 15-minute time frame, just to try to, again, direct traffic around and make it as safe as possible.
Before joining the Uniontown Police Department, Stiles worked for the Hartville Police Department for 18 years. His former chief, who helped place Stiles in the ambulance this morning, placed a ribbon over his badge this afternoon.
We put our flags at half-mast, and we're about to put the shrouds on our badges. And realistically, even though he's no longer a Hartville police officer, we definitely feel the family kinship, the law enforcement brotherhood with him.
Chief Kuntz says Captain Stiles leaves behind a wife and 2 grade school children. Stiles graduated from Hudson High School and was still an excellent athlete, playing golf and baseball on a travel team.
Yeah, it was a devastating loss, but also our hearts go out to the person that was involved in the accident also, because she's got to be hurting also.
Troopers say Captain Stiles was on duty this morning in full police uniform, wearing his fluorescent vest, but his police car was parked across the street in the church parking lot. There's barely a berm here on 619, nowhere to park a police car. No charges have been filed at this time, but investigators from the Ohio State Highway Patrol will take a close look at the 2004 Ford Explorer's computer black box to see just how fast the driver was going. Captain Stiles was Police Officer of the Year in Uniontown just last year. He got his award January 11th from the police chief. And you'll hear what neighbors say about this dangerous intersection coming up at 6 o'clock here on News Channel 5. Reporting live in Uniontown, Paul Kiska, News Channel 5.
Paul, such a sad story, and definitely sounds like Captain Stiles was a man who touched a lot of lives in that community.
And you feel it as soon as you get over here to Uniontown in the Hartville area. A Hartville police officer for nearly 20 years, and he sounded like he loved his job when he was on duty or off duty.
Sounds that way. All right, thank you very much, Paul. We